beautiful people. Thank you so much for tuning in, watching, and listening. This is going to be the December 2022 reading for the zodiac sign of Aquarius. As always, my readings are very intuitive, so I'll provide you with any intuitive messages that I receive, as well as the meaning of the tarot cards. I do, however, recommend you check out your sun, moon, and rising just to get a full picture of everything that's going on for you this month. And if you haven't done so already, please do subscribe to my YouTube channel. When you subscribe, that helps me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. But let's go and jump in and get started. In column number 1, we're going to take a look at what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. Column number 2, we're going to take a look at just in general what's coming for December. We're going to do a money column, a love column, and the 5th and final column, we're going to do a message from our future self or spirit guides. We're also going to do 3 yes or no questions, a crystal of the month, and a healing note for you. Let's see here again, column number 1, what's wrapping up and coming to a close, so last few weeks or month. We have the card perception. And this is pretty literal. It just means, Aquarius, that your perception on something has changed. One thing that's like written into the booklet for this deck of cards is that it's okay to change your mind. It's okay to change your ideas. It's okay to change your thoughts. It's okay to change your opinion or perception, perspective, any of that sort. But in general, I feel like just gaining more knowledge is what's coming through here, Aquarius. Let's go and take a look, though, and see what messages we have. Let me see if I can better get things in the frame here. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a look here. The first card that we have is the 7 of Pentacles. The 7 of Pentacles is a card of waiting. It's a card of delayed success. You see this person planted their pentacles and now they're waiting for them to grow, Aquarius. So these last few weeks definitely could have been a period of waiting for you. I don't know that I see a lot of movement. I just see more so what you were waiting for. But let's, of course, clarify and see what else we have here. The next card we have is the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is very active. It's new project, new creative idea. I feel like you're waiting for this new opportunity. The nice thing, again, this is the last few weeks, what's wrapping up and coming to a close. So if you're still waiting for this new thing, it should be coming soon here. It means the waiting's coming to an end. And at the bottom here, we have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is very solid, very practical, very wise. This is like you patiently waiting, and you know that this is coming. You're just waiting for the right time or the right opportunity. But you're very wise in this sense, Aquarius. This can also be an investment card. So this could be a good opportunity to make an investment for some of you, or potentially you already did make that investment. But the King of Pentacles is a really good investment card. Let's see what other messages we have here. The first card we have is the Devil card. The Devil card is a card of, it can be a card of greed, envy, materialism, obsession. It's interesting because I think at one point, Aquarius, and this is just the message I'm getting, you were like obsessively thinking about this or waiting for this thing to happen. And then we said with the King of Pentacles, it's like, well, now you know it's happening, so you're just kind of patiently waiting. So this is a good shift of energy because I think you were really like, again, obsessively thinking or waiting for this item, and now you're kind of more casually like, it's going to come to me when it comes to me kind of vibe is what I'm getting here. The next card that we have is the Two of Cups. This very well could be like a love move or a family move or a friend move that you're waiting for, like a relationship. Maybe you're waiting for the right opportunity to ask somebody out or take that next step. The Two of Cups is very romantic. It's a card of partnership, proposal, marriage. So this new opportunity, this new thing that you're waiting for very well could be relationship or love related. The Knight of Cups really supports that too. The Knight of Cups is like Prince or Princess Charming. It's very romantic, very proposal-like. The one thing I'll say though, this could again just be a new opportunity. Sometimes that proposal is an employment proposal or a business proposal. It's not always love. Okay, let's go take a look at our next column, which is just general what's coming for December. we have the card Surface. I like the Surface card. This is a good reminder. You kind of, Aquarius, have to think about having a bubble around yourself, and that bubble protects you. It's like a surface around you, and bad things that are not serving you or things that are not good for you kind of just bounce off of the bubble, and you only absorb the good things. So kind of think about like letting things bump and roll off of you this month that are not good for you. Okay, let's take a look and see what we're working with here. The first card that we have is the Four of Swords. The Four of Swords is a card of needing to rest, retreat, renew, recover. You see this person is like laying down in bed. This is about giving yourself a little bit of a break. I feel like this is especially important because we're coming up on the last month of the year. We're getting ready to start a new year. So you need some R&R to get ready for the new year. That seems to be a message. So take some time and capitalize on that in December. Get yourself rested and recovered. I do want to point out all of this row so far is sword energy. Sword energy is typically air signs and it's very intellectual. But the next card we have is the King of Swords. The King of Swords is very intentional, very strategic. Again, to get yourself ready for the future, and in this case next year, this is like planning. And the planning you need to do is resting and recovering, Aquarius. So to set yourself up strategically to get yourself ready for the new year, that rest and recovery is going to be really important. At the bottom here, we have the Seven of Swords. The Seven of Swords, let me give you the technical meaning here. It's like theft, betrayal, dishonesty. And then you see this person on the card is like picking up their swords and kind of running away. There's something you need to leave behind, is the message I'm getting, Aquarius. This could be a person. This could be a habit. This could be a place you live. There's something that we need to leave behind and move forward from, that we need to run away from. You don't need to literally run away from it, but something to move away from, I think, in this end of year, preparing ourselves for the future next year. The first clarifier we have for this column is the Eight of Pentacles. The Eight of Pentacles is a card of working hard. This is enjoying what you're doing, but again, this is the card of hard work. I think you've put a lot out this year, Aquarius. This could be personal work. This could be side business. This could be your job. I just think you've worked really hard this year, and that's the reason why we need some R&R, some of that rest and recovery. This is also like reaping the benefits of it. So I think this is saying, okay, you accomplished what you needed to accomplish this year, Aquarius. And it's almost like permission to take the break. The next card that we have is the Page of Cups. The Page of Cups is, what do I want to say about this? So this is very studious. This is very hardworking. This is kind of echoing that same message with the Eight of Pentacles. It's like you've put a lot out. You've worked really hard. You've worked really diligently this year. Diligently is the word coming through, which is an interesting one. You just put a lot out there. The Page of Cups is also new love. So kind of building off what we were talking about with that column number one, definitely some opportunity for some new love there. And with King of Swords, it's like that building for that strategic planning. So again, there definitely was some sort of relationship move, it seemed. And at the bottom here, we have the Six of Pentacles. The Six of Pentacles is a very generous card. It's a card of giving or receiving help. And this could go either way, but this, I think, is somehow going to connect to that thing or that person that you need to move on from. Are you giving too much? Have you asked for too much? Are you too reliant? Are they too reliant? Maybe you live in a place that's too expensive and you need to move away from this place that's too expensive. Again, there's leaving something behind. Okay, let's take a look at our next column now, which is anything related to money. I bought this new deck specifically for these readings, but the money card says, oranges assist with magnetizing your attraction to money, nourish your relationship by having fresh oranges around, or by burning a wild orange essential oil. So that deck is just like random things about money. But in this column, we're going to talk about anything job, career, finances, businesses you run, investments you have. So let's see what your December cards look like. So that's just like money advice, tips and tricks there for you. But the first card we have here is the Three of Cups. This is a card of celebration. I feel like there's going to be some end of year celebration here for you. Potentially you're going to be getting some extra time off or some sort of end of year bonus. But I see you celebrating. I see you having a circle of support, being surrounded by coworkers, family, friends in this celebration. The next card that we have is the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups is a card of being supported. It's a card of being nurtured and healed. If you take a look at this card though, the cup on this card doesn't even really look like a cup. It's more like a trophy. So you could again be receiving some sort of recognition, award, bonus. I see you receiving some sort of gift or some sort of prize. At the bottom here we have the Empress. The Empress is a card of creation and abundance. I love the Empress card. I love it really anywhere, but especially in the money column. This is the ability to create what we want. This is the ability to have abundance. A lot of us are seeking that abundance of money. So nice card there with the Empress. Actually nice cards all around. Ending the year financially and career-wise on a very high note. Taking a look at our clarifiers, we have the Six of Wands. Definitely not surprised to see this. This is victory, award, recognition, good news, success. Again, I was just saying I see you getting recognized, celebrating, victory, success of some sort. It could be time off, it could be a financial bonus. The next card that we have is the Four of Wands, echoing basically that same message. This is again a card of celebration. This is friends and family. I see you being surrounded by people that you love, that kind of celebration together. If you look at this card, this is like a finish line also. So this is crossing the finish line there, Aquarius. At the bottom, we have the Nine of Pentacles. Really good chance that this reward is going to be financial. Nine of Pentacles is a stellar money card. It's luxury, self-sufficiency, financial gain. Again, looking for that abundance of money. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles, which is a very abundant card. Moving on, let's take a look at our love column. So the family, friends, relationship, children, marriage, whatever you associate with love. Similar to the money card, I did get a new deck, so throwing a money note out at the top here. Playfulness, laughter is the best therapy. Have some fun together and remember, love is the greatest healer. Okay, let's see what we're working with in the love column. The first card that we have is the Eight of Wands. The Eight of Wands is a card of speed, action, quick change. Something is going to happen really quickly in the month of December related to love. This is also like news coming in, so you could be finding something out. But again, it's fast moving and it's gaining more information. The next card that we have is the Moon card. The Moon card, interestingly enough, oftentimes is about not having all of the information. I like to describe the Moon card as like the curve in the road that you don't see coming. So it's nice that we are having this kind of unexpected thing, but then it's like almost right away you're getting the information that you need, which is really meaningful. Another thing that's coming through with the Moon card, this is about making voluntary changes. So make sure that you make changes where needed in terms of love. At the bottom, we have the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is a really, really good love card. It's romantic love, it's partnership, it's proposal, it's marriage. For those of you hoping for a new relationship, this is a great card for you. If you're hoping for that proposal or marriage, great card for you. Overall, strong relationship. New relationship or advancement of relationship here. Seems to be coming really quickly. And again, just be willing to be flexible and make changes potentially that may need to happen if... The next, taking a look at clarifiers here, the Two of Swords is our first clarifier. This is a card of compromise. So again, be flexible. I don't really like the word compromise. I think flexible is a better word in this scenario, Aquarius. Be flexible as needed. Be willing to voluntarily make changes as they pop up. And I'm not saying like change deep-rooted beliefs, but again, it's more of that ability to be flexible and kind of go with the flow. And again, I feel like compromise is maybe a little bit too strong of a word, but just keep that in mind. The next card that we have is the Ten of Pentacles. This is a great long-term card, great long-term energy. This is leaving a legacy. I think this is a relationship that's really long-lasting. This is growing together. This is staying together. So like to see this. There could be somebody in your family too that's retiring. That Ten of Pentacles is that retirement type energy. And at the bottom here, we have the Wheel of Fortune. For those of you that have watched my videos before, you know I love the Wheel of Fortune. It's a card of being at a turning point. It's good luck, it's good fortune, but it's like really turning the corner into something wonderful. It's getting things turned around for you. It's like entering into that new chapter, in this case, that new or advancement of the existing relationship. All right, Aquarius. Now let's take a look at our fifth and final column, which is again a message from our future self or spirit guide, something to take into the month of December. We have the card Patterns. This is like about creating new patterns, creating new habits for yourself. This could be about breaking a habit or a pattern too. I actually think we touched on that, like saying that we needed to move away from something. There's something we needed to leave behind. But let's see what messages come through here for you. The first card that we have is the Chariot. Somebody once described the Chariot to me as the vroom vroom card. It means there's action, there's change. It's about being on a journey. Again, these patterns may not be bad, but perhaps there is a better pattern. Perhaps there is a better habit. That's the message that I'm getting there. The next card that we have is the Four of Wands. We talked about the Four of Wands earlier. This is celebration, this is family, this is friends. What I'm getting is to accomplish what you want to accomplish, to get past this finish line, which may not be the finish line we discussed earlier. Something has to change. You do have to make some sort of change here. We have to change some sort of pattern or habit to get us across the finish line. At the bottom here, we have the Tower card. I feel like this is kind of direct, so I apologize in advance, Aquarius, because I don't ever like mean to be not nice, so hopefully this doesn't come out not nice. But what I'm trying to say here is, like, if you don't make the change is going to kind of happen, and it's going to happen in a not very nice way. It'll happen, like, it'll become an unwanted change. So this is about changing the patterns when it's in your control, like having your eye on the prize, making the changes rather than the changes happening to you. So that's my advice there. Make the change for yourself rather than the change happening to you. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look here and see what clarifiers we have. The Tower card again. Again, if you don't make the change is going to happen and you're not going to like it. So you know what you want, you know what you need to do. You can voluntarily make that change. The next card that we have is the Nine of Wands. This is a card of persistence. So again, you need to make the change, stay persistent to accomplish what you want to accomplish. Staying persistent with what you're doing right now isn't going to work, so it's really that change plus the persistent paired together that's going to get you across the finish line. At the bottom here, we have the High Priestess. The High Priestess is a very intuitive, spiritual card. It's trusting your intuition, it's trusting your gut. It's like, you know you need to make this change, so don't let this change sneak up and bite you. Okay, at this time, Aquarius, I'm going to allow you to ask 3 yes or no questions. If you don't have questions in mind, you can pause the video and think of them really quick. We're going to use our Gypsy Witch fortune telling deck. Question number 1, we have our 3 of Spades. This is number 10 card. This is going to be yes. Question number 2, this is going to be the King of Clubs. This is number 50 card. That's also a yes. And question number 3, we have the 10 of Hearts. This is number 2 card. This is also a yes. So yes is all the way across the board there. We're going to take a look at your crystal of the month, pulling a card from this Healing Stones deck. Your crystal is Fire Opal, which is good for passion, helps keep you spontaneous. It's kind of like the firework crystal. It's very cheerful, very creative, and passion on all levels. And last but not least, we're going to pull a card from our Healing Notes deck. Your Healing Note says, today I'm going to let my burdens go. I am going to face the day and have faith that everything will get better. Thank you so much, Aquarius, for tuning in, watching, and listening. Please do like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how this video resonates with you. Again, subscriptions help me greatly, and you'll be notified when I post new content. Also, I did include my Venmo in the comments box if you'd like to make a donation. But thank you so much, Aquarius. The year is almost over, but I hope you have a wonderful end of year.